Well, it's official. Winter is over. It might come back, for a couple hours or a day, maybe in the next few weeks. But in the end, it could kiss my ass. It's 41 degrees right now, and let me tell you something. Just t-shirt and a flannel. I'm feeling comfy. I turned the heat off in my house. 41 degrees. This is magical. Because let me tell you something. The past 4 months, we've been averaging 15, 0, -20. You know what I'm saying? Though it's just fucking. It was weeks where every day was -10, wind chill, -17. It was a long, hard, erect winter. And now it's over. It's over. In a way, you can tell winter ended early. It's February 19th. Did it though? It started November 1st, the day after Halloween. We were freezing. I mean, the heat was on. I never put the heat. November 1st, the heat was on. You're like, man, I'm telling you. So we had the whole November, December, January, and almost all of February. So it is what it is. So go fuck yourself. Split your cheeks, motherfucker. See, when I talk like that out of nowhere, I'm just waiting for the guys to show up. It's kind of like if it was your first day in prison, you're just like you're putting a line in the sand. You're just letting everyone know one person's not gonna kill me. 3 or 4 maybe, but at best case, I'm gonna fuck up a lot of people. Yeah. Hey, well then get some sleep, bro. Happy belated birthday, bro. Cheers to your balls. Everybody wish Bearded Dad a happy birthday, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying fresh. We got a cigar that been around for a while. The Punch Grand Cru. It's coming in more expensive and better construction, I would say, than the Classical. The Classical was their standard. Now the Punch Grand Cru, the fit and finish, I could tell by just looking at the cigar. It's a tighter build. The seams, the grade of the wrapper. It's using 4 to 5 year age tobacco. That's something that Padron does on 64 and 26. So, what's funny is like a Punch Grand Cru, and if somebody can get me a price point on the Punch Grand Cru, I don't know what the price point is. Is it $10, $12 with 4 to 5 year age tobacco? And it's got. I have two different. On the Punch website, it says something, but on Cigar Aficionado, it says a different blend. And I don't know who's telling the truth. I don't know. I would think Cigar Aficionado for some reason, but who knows? I don't want to drop the soap. Yeah, nice. Smoking Atabay, fantastic. Well, anyways, I'm gonna get to it. It's 9:20. Does everyone know where their balls are? Full pack, heavy, dense cigar. Well, let's take a look at this Joach. Right up there. Oof, oof. It's got a sticky, syrupy smell. Look at that tobacco there. Nice. Perfect looking box press. In fact, dare I say, it looks like a Padron. Looks like a larger Padron. Torpedo, though, I don't know if Punch is a Padron is torpedo. But as far as the box pressing and the larger size, it would look like a 54 gauge Padron. And I digress. Well, would this even be a 56? Because it's got nothing on the cellophane. It could be a 54 or 56 because the box pressing, what it feels like, you got to go up a gauge because it spreads it when it's round. It's not as efficient, and so round cigars feel bigger than a box press cigar. I can't stress it enough. So it is what it is. Smelling the chocha, sweet, spicy, funky, dark fruit. Can I get a blend check on aisle 12? Well, while I light this up, this cigar was brought to you by Sodomites. Our entire country and world is run by fucking child-eating pedophile sodomites. And it's going to collapse. I guarantee it. I give it 2 weeks. Maybe 3. Probably 2 weeks. 2 weeks. a nice cigar. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the Bella Artes. This is a nice cigar. What a great profile. Within the Punch lineup, this is classy. This is the Punch Grand Cru. This is classy. That's a solid cigar. Punch offers great value and great tobacco. There's different levels of punch. Most of it ranging in that low to mid tier price point. But the cigars are better than the cost, especially in lounges. They're very affordable, and you can have a good time. You can have a good time. What the Grand Cru is, the Grand Cru a step above the Classico? Oh shit, yeah. This is definitely a step above. This kind of cigar feels like an upper mid tier cigar. This kind of cigar feels like a brand could sell you a cigar for $16, $18. Scratching that luxury level cigar, it's solid. Now, what do they sell it for? I don't know. Now, of course, in the 5 packs, 4 packs, you get some great deals on lounges. And of course, on the internet, due to Punch's massive construction, massive production, you get nice long finish. You get great values. Punch brand has a market share and location from gas stations to cigar lounges to any tobacco place in the world. Well, except in Europe, except in in like Cuba and other countries. But I have seen pictures in some European countries where they have, if they have a separate humidor, they'll have American humidor, like like New World cigars, and if a separate humidor, then they'll have all the Cuban cigars, because they can't sell Punch Cuban and Punch Dominican or Honduran Punch in the same thing. But if they have two separate rooms, two separate humidors, I've seen that online, which is interesting. It's just got a nice vibe to it. It has a pungent, syrupy sweetness to it, dark fruit, black pepper, and like crisp charred like wood and black pepper. It's slightly hearty, this cigar. I have nothing bad to say about it. It's actually almost quite intriguing the way it's hitting. I could definitely recommend this. Finish is picking up, pretty long, pretty sweet, pretty sticky, no ditty. And I want to say Sacco, PG, Jeremy, Chewy, all the guys, Cap, where you been, Cap? All these guys, they're all gone. They all died. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. As we watch the world collapse, it is a really almost a flawless looking cigar. Attention to detail on this was fantastic. Don't sleep on the Punch Grand Cru. Um, it's a solid cigar. Well, right there, we're at a medium full, right up to church. I like the vibe of this. This is the first cigar I had today, the only cigar. My palate is cleansed. We're back. Good. Um, PG has your balls. Solid cigar. The Grand Cru, man, this is nice. This is nice. It's a good vibe. It's dark enough. How dark is this cigar? I'm glad you asked. About 70%. And it's got a nice, slight, funky sweetness to it. It's got more than enough spice to intrigue anyone's fancy if you like stronger cigars. Although it doesn't, it's not ass blasting anal reaming type of AJ Fernandez, blow at your chocha, but it's solid. It's a solid medium full. Clean flavor. Definitely you can tell it's aged tobacco with 4 to 5 year aged tobacco in this whole blend. It's a classy box press with a torpedo, so definitely a more higher end shape. And it's one thing to make a cigar this shape, but the fit and fitness of the whole cigar, and that's one thing how it looks. It's a flawless looking cigar. Can't say nothing bad about it. And then how it's working, how its operation um, is fantastic. And then how it tastes. Lastly, the most important, your eyes, how it looks. That's visual construction. Your hands, how the cigar feels. Tactile construction, right? How it feels in your hand, right? It's important. And lastly, how it tastes in your mouth. No ditty, or maybe just a little ditty. Well, like I said, I smelt a dark fruit on the cold drawer from the beginning. Um, I think this is just a nice, pleasant, semi-strong cigar that's chiseled enough that it's quite clean tasting, but it doesn't feel like you're having an ultra high end cigar. But these are affordable. Now, PG, would you? I got the blend, but Cigar Aficionado, and Punch's website give two different blends. Now, I think someone made a mistake. Generally, Cigar Aficionado doesn't make a mistake on the blend. Cigar Aficionado makes a mistake generally on putting Brickhouse in the number top five because they got paid off. Fantiddly-tastic. He said wrapper Connecticut shade binder, Connecticut broadleaf, filler, Honduran, Nicaraguan, Piloto Cubano. And I would say you're correct, but you're also wrong. Punch's website says it's an Ecuadorian Connecticut Sumatra. I guess a hybrid. Look up Punch's website and then look up Cigar Aficionado. It's quite I don't where I'm getting some misinformation. Or did they change the blend over time? Cigar Aficionado's information will be dated. The Punch website is live, so maybe they changed it. Maybe there's more than one Grand Cru. Like, is there a Grand Cru Honduran and a Grand Cru Dominican? I don't know. But the one thing about Punch is it doesn't stop. Punch doesn't stop making the cigars that pretty much that they make, but they're always coming out with some limited stuff, and they're always coming out with some new stuff. But and they're really not making bullshit. Um, they have the Father's Day annual. They have the Chinese annual releases. Um, a few years ago, they came out with that fantastic golden era, that fantastic Corojo golden era. There you go. Do you see? I'm getting misinformation, and I can't tell. Like this is PG. Generally, when they say two things for the wrapper, generally it's a hybrid. Like it could be an Ecuadorian Sumatra seed, right? It could be an Ecuadorian. This is what it could be: an Ecuadorian Sumatra seed, like a seed from Ecuadorian Sumatra, grown in Connecticut under shade conditions. I'm being dead serious. I'm not saying it in this case it is, but I've seen them, or it could have been because there's no Connecticut shade seed, I guess, right? That wouldn't make any sense. Shade is something you do to the leaf, so I don't know. Evan, how's your balls? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. PG, you really aren't helping me, PG, and I don't appreciate this. Hold on. Who said there's multiple punch Grand Puros? Don't fucking lie to me, you cocksucker. Isn't that multiple punch Grand Puros? This is Grand Cru. Grand Cru. You did say Grand Cru. But I'm not going to correct myself because it's my show. Google your asshole. We're going to take you right to a commercial break. So, yeah. Great construction, perfect burn, solid, nice flavor, long, heavy finish. It's got a nice sweetness to it. Um, Charred wood, black pepper. Not really so nutty. Nice though. The finish, the flavor, it's a nice cigar. It's not blowing my chocha, but I'm going to give you a clue. It's falling into a very good. It's more than good or good to very good. We got good to very good, and we have very good. It's not amazing, but it's definitely a very good. That's where we're at. I want you to. Where's Sacco? Where's Sacco? Sacco, come on. Where are you, man? Here's the thing, Jeremy. I'm getting like misinformation. Like the Grand Cru, the Grand Cru is definitely more upper mid tier within the punchline. Could I get a price point? Also, what is the fucking blend? PG's telling me all this misinformation. He's fired. He's fired. Nobody knows anything. Nobody knows anything. What do I have people here on payroll? Good, good. I hope you end up homeless and sucking cock for $20 in small bills. Don't forget the undercarriage. Cup the balls. Wow, 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 wow. It is what it is, right? Oh, it's getting sweeter. Right there, getting sweeter. Um, See, I know Beater Dad must have smoked this recently. I probably haven't smoked this cigar in years, long time, and not that I smoked it a lot. Right there is dark fruit sweetness, dead ass. Right there, an inch in, maybe about an inch and a quarter in, right up that chocha. That's nice. Oh, that's really nice. It's a solid cigar, man. Very pleasant, almost easy to love. I'm not going to say it's easy to love totally, but overall, it's almost easy to love. It's got a nice vibe to it. Medium full, black pepper, dark fruit, charred wood. It's kind of hearty. It's I think it's a good like fall, spring campfire kind of vibe. If that makes any sense, you know what I'm saying though, like just man, just having a good time. You know, enjoying the moment. I'm not trying to get double fisted here. This isn't an AJ Fernandez cigar. A lot of people like getting double fisted, which is why a lot of guys like AJ Fernandez. Like Jeremy. He's a double fisting expert. He's DFE. He's a double fisting expert. Looked up several sites. The blend looks like Cigar International, Connecticut shaped broadleaf wrapper. Yeah, I mean one other site did say Connecticut shade broadleaf, but it's also saying Connecticut. It's like saying Connecticut shade. Connecticut's a place, but also could be a Connecticut seed. But if it's saying Ecuadorian Sumatra, Connecticut shade, and one combination for the wrapper, it is possible that they took seeds from. Okay, if they were growing Sumatra tobacco in Ecuador, that tobacco would be Ecuadorian Sumatra. If they took the seeds from Ecuadorian Sumatra and then grew it in Connecticut, it would be a Connecticut, Connecticut grown but Ecuadorian Sumatra seed. And then if that tobacco grew in cloud or a shade cheesecloth area, it would be a Connecticut shade Ecuadorian Sumatra seed. Hence a hybrid. It is possible. A double hybrid. Why? Who knows? Are we talking about a double hybrid? Does that make it a non hybrid? Is a double negative? Is a double hybrid not a hybrid? Right? An Ecuadorian Sumatra seed, Sumatra tobacco that was grown in Ecuador, took the seeds, went to Connecticut. Yay, fuck, I guess. Either way, it's a great construction, solid tobacco. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a great time. I have zero bad things to say about it. Um, Great looking cigar, great feeling cigar, great wrapper grade. The actual wrapper grade is flawless. And no one's got me a price check, and that's okay. I expect nothing from sodomites. There's a lot of people in town, and the show just ended, so I don't know what's going on. It's about a quarter to 10. I guess it was probably an 8 o'clock show, and now everyone's going home. Everyone's going home. I don't know. A lot of cops here too, so it must have been like a big time show. Exactly. Exactly. Caleb knows what's going on. It is moon grown. I prefer Connecticut broadleaf moon grown. You know what I'm saying though? Everyone forgets that tobacco is grown under the moon. You know what I'm saying though? I prefer when the tobacco grows under a full moon. I like full moon tobacco. I think full moon tobacco is the way to go. Also, I took 2 showers today. I prefer getting fresh. Right now, I'm using Manuka honey from Australia soap. The soap has actually true Manuka honey in it. It's fantastic. My balls feel fresh. Fantastic. Nobody's giving me a price check. So that's the thing, though. When I review some brands that are common, this is a common brand punch. It brings no excitement, and I guess it's not supposed to. And that's like Chocho. If a woman's always available, nobody cares. You know, it's like Taco Bell pussy. It's like it's late night, it's 2 a.m., and you just want a burrito. You know what I'm saying, though? Do you really care about that cheesy gordita? You do in that moment, but tomorrow or 20 minutes from now, you don't even want to look at that cheesy gordita. You don't even want to smell it. You don't even want it in your house. You're going to have 10 minutes with it in the car and get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying, though? Did you ever have chocha you regret while you're doing the chocha? Did you ever regret like driving somewhere for a booty call when you were younger and you're like, and then you're halfway into it and you're like, I just want to go home? When you start thinking about your pillow and what you're going to have for breakfast in the morning, but you're going down on a muffin and you're like, why do I do this? And then you're like, oh yeah, I'm not a homosexual. Priorities. Bring us to our next. Got a sweet, sticky, syrupy dark fruit vibe to it. Black pepper, charred wood, really not earthy. I'll say that. I don't think, for the most part, but there might be exceptions, and maybe that Nicaraguan Puro, which I don't like. But punch cigars are not really known for being earthy. Now there is the Punch Diablo, and that's a AJ cigar, and that's a whole nother vibe. But overall, in the gambit of punch cigars, if you were describing outside of their good construction and affordability and availability, it's a very convenient brand. But you wouldn't say Punch is an extremely La Chocha brand or extremely earthy brand. But over the years, they have made some stronger stuff. But nonetheless, they try. Punch is like a universal brand. It's just welcoming, affordable, and available. And they're like zoomed out. You know what I'm saying, though? You know what I'm saying? Padron is zoomed in, expensive, and strong. You know, um, I got no problem with Punch. I'm fine with Punch. If I had to choose between Punch or Macanudo under the general lineup, that's interesting. I would take Macanudo. Macanudo overall is I think it's a tier above. I know it's a tier above Punch. I think they get some better tobacco, some better blends, and their price points reflect they're slightly more expensive depending on the make and model. But I like that. I think there's that Crew Royale. That's solid. I love the Macanudo 1968. If you've never smoked a Macanudo 1968, you are missing out. Buy a Macanudo 1968 is a sleeper cigar. People have been buying that cigar for like what 15 years. I'm telling you right now, the Macanudo 1968 might be one of the best strong cigars you've never had. Try the 1968 Robusto. What a solid cigar. Corojo Reserva. Are you liking that Aladino? Are you liking the Aladino up your chocha, Jeremy? Well, you got PG's attention. PG stopped whacking off just to text you. And it is what it is. Perfect construction, perfect burn. I'm going to get rid of that ash on the next puff. The ash almost didn't want to go. I'll tell you what. You know what this cigar reminds me of a little bit? PG, if you like the LFD Capitolo, there's a cigar called the LFD Capitolo. And there's two, it's chapter one and chapter two. And I think one is black, one is a purple band. I think it reminds me more of there's the LFD chapter one and chapter two, and this kind of reminds me of that kind of vibe. The the, the LFD Capitolo chapter one and chapter two is if someone likes LFD and you're like, oh, what's your favorite three LFDs? I promise you, they probably don't even know or heard about the chapter one, Capitolo one, Capitolo two. Yeah, I'm telling you, those are fun cigars. Those were out of pocket when those came out. Like guys were smoking double Ajero, Maduros like in the digger size, which the digger name is already kind of edgy. 7 by 58, blow out your fucking chocha. And then they came out with this classy chapter one, chapter two. I like those cigars. I fuck with those cigars, man. I fuck with those cigars. I fuck with those cigars. Chapter one, chapter two. Once again, another cigar, two cigars and they only came in one size. I'm pretty sure they only came in one size in small boxes. I think the chapter one and chapter two, even though they're like regular release in a sense, but they're not made as massively as like an Airbender or Lajero or double Lajero LFD, natural or Maduro. So no, I do like the chapter one and two. I haven't seen them in a while at shops. I don't know if they still make them. Also, Jeremy, nobody asked you if you had it. All right, Jeremy. Jeremy, nobody had it. Okay, nobody asked you, Jeremy. Nobody asked you, Jeremy. You pompous ass. Jeremy's like, why do I come here? That's right. It's the only place in the world that is free, and I'll talk to you. And it's not that I like talking to anyone here, but it's kind of like therapy for me. No, I never said it's my favorite LFD, but I like it within the realm of LFD. It was a nice break from the double Ajeros. Does that make any sense? I'm glad the cigar and the shape and the box. I'm glad it exists within the LFD. You know, does that make any sense? I just remember liking the sweetness off of that. Yeah, well, it's a good thing, PG. I never trusted your opinion, and wow, 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 wow. Where's Sacco? Is Sacco taking a shit on his golden toilet bowl? The punch. Well, enjoy your cigars. Enjoy your cigars. You got less than 2 weeks before they start World War III. And then I don't know what's going to happen. A nuclear war, a semi nuclear war. Does it really matter? How come no matter what war happens, how rent and mortgages don't go down? You know what I'm saying, though? If we have a nuclear war, are you still paying your car insurance? If we have a nuclear war, are you still paying your child support, or are you going to take the chance? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend. If you knew they were going to start a nuclear war in 2 weeks, are you really paying March's rent and child support? Or you're just going to wing it? You're like, oh wow, must have got lost in that mail, that nuclear war, man. I sent it. I swear. You're right. Nuke flavored cigars, beer to death. That sounds fantastic. I could get behind that. I like nuke. I prefer moon grown nuclear fallout tobacco. What's the half life? What's the half life on a Robusto? Do you know? If your cigars aren't glowing in the dark, are you even smoking a cigar? He said, "I bet they glow in the dark." Well, it is what it is. It is what it is, bro. I'll tell you what. I like this cigar. Overall, it's beginning to get a creamy texture to it, the way it delivers the flavor, which means the cigar is kind of oily. The finish is quite long. It's a nice medium full. It's delicious. I think it's kind of almost like a happy cigar. Like the vibe and energy off it is not sad. It's not like my favorite punch, but I fuck with this cigar. If you haven't tried the Punch Grand Cru, I think you should. In this number 2 box press. Holding the smoke is quite pleasant. And nobody's given me a price point on this cigar. Yeah, smoke your best shit. Somebody once told me that. Wow. But yeah, I definitely could recommend it. It's going to be a 4.6. Very good. A solid, very good. Not a high, very good, and not amazing, 4.7, but solid recommendation. 11 to 15, yeah, I'd say 11 is pretty fair. If you're talking about lounge prices, of course, if you're in the state of New York, you're going to pay taxes out your ass, so that's a different thing. But if I was in Pennsylvania, this was 10, $11 at a lounge, I'd buy it. Now, um, in a 4 pack, I paid a 4 pack with 4 different punches. I paid $23, $24. I got the Classico, Diablo, the Grand Cru, and the Grand Puro. So that was a nice deal. All Toros. Well, it's exactly where it is. Within the Punch Gambit, $11 to $12 is more of an upper mid tier type of cigar for Punch, because Punch gives you good value. So I mean, I'm telling you, this thing tastes and smokes like a better cigar. If it had some micro, what do you call it, like small cigar brand, you know, boutique. No one even uses that no more. But if it had a more boutique name and brand, you could have sold this for $16. PA. Oh wow, it's very nice either way. The price doesn't change the blend, but the price changes the what's the proper word? You could say value, but the price will either stop you from buying it or allow you to buy it. All right. Or price might also stop you from buying it again. There's no way, okay, I'll try it and definitely do this again. You know what I'm saying though? And I'm not talking about getting your cheeks cracked, in a parking lot in Long Island. That PG does that when he flies there, uh, at the parking rides in Long Island Expressway. You're exactly right on that. Yeah, it's solid. Yeah, it's solid. No harshness, no bitterness. It's good aged tobacco. Dark fruit, sweet syrupiness, black pepper spice, charred wood, oily, buttery, long finish, flavor sticking to the tongue, no ditty. Um, yeah, I'm enjoying it. Solid, solid. I think Punch could redo their bands though. Punch should redo their bands. That's my opinion on that. In fact, I really like the old school Punch band. Remember the old school Punch? Remember old school Punch bands look like Cubans, like the Cuban versions? Those are my favorite, man. Don't fuck with a classic. Go back to old school, heritage of the Punch brand. What do I know, though? What does anyone know? Cuba's about to collapse. Um, they got an oil embargo against Cuba right now, and the country is falling apart. That's what I heard on the news, though. So it is what it is. Yeah, I think every puff is just getting a little better on this. The sweetness, the spice, the charred wood, the finish, everything's just intensifying. Um, Nothing bad to say about it. I think I'm going to end it there. A solid cigar, a semi-classy, higher-end punch for an affordable price. Definitely a step above the Classico. I think anybody could enjoy this. As long as you're not looking for a super Nicaraguan spicy blow at your chocha, I think you can have a good time with this. So definitely don't avoid it if you see it at a good price. If Cigar Page has a 5 pack for $20, yeah, buy two of them. I'll see you guys around. You stay fresh. Don't do any drugs. Limit your alcohol content. Tensor for camping. Eat your vitamins and filter your water. Your kidney and liver will thank you. And take 2 showers a day and stay fresh. You got to wash your balls. I'll see you around. Take it easy.